23 minutes on to 7 o'clock. It's time to say good morning to you, Grenada, Carrier, Cupidi, Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world. Welcome to Good Morning Grenada for today, Monday. It is the 23rd day of September. Of course, you know the name Gordon Joseph. So happy to be in your company. As a matter of fact, it's a privilege, yeah? Saying good morning to Mary E. Banks, Lydia Cameron, Yulin Alexander, Cicely Blackman, Mildred Smith, and Shem Hermione is there. Wendy Williams is also there. Good morning, Veronica Sandy. Good morning to you. Howdy do? Well, in the interest of time, we gotta head straight into the word of the day, and that word today, it is rubberneck. 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 You didn't know that was a word, right? Rubberneck. And it means to look about or stare with great curiosity. You know, there's a saying, it's not polite to stare. Well, that's the kind of stare they're talking about. To look about or stare with great curiosity. Here's how we can use it in a sentence. The highway traffic was caused by drivers slowing down to rubberneck an accident. Yeah, and you can identify with that. Yeah, good morning, Cecil Cadet and family. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Andrea. Good morning. Lovely, we're heading straight into the motivational tip of the day. Morning, Debbie and family. Good morning, Nadisha. The Holmeses. Abigail, good morning. The Sandersons, good morning. Kitty Cat and Ariel and Alwyn. Where's Alwyn? I'm not seeing Alwyn, man. Let me live by Munich, good morning. Mama Can, good morning. Pomerose Latant. Mr. Garfield Hanke, good morning. Thank you for my and the motivational tip for the day, it's a nice one. I love this one. Either I will find a way or I will make one. Yeah, by any means necessary. Either I find a way or I'll make one. Nice. As we head into the nutritional health tip, 20 minutes on to 7 o'clock. Good morning to all the busmen of the nation. Dr. Dolan Noel, good morning. You and the family. Hope you're all doing fine. Yeah, it's a good day to have a good day. Trust me when I say that. It is a good day to have a good day.
This is the... Follow these steps and you'll be fine. Drink lots of water.
Today, we focus on another local fruit that is great for supporting men's health. West Indian cherries, or acerola, is packed with vitamins and minerals and is great for overall health and well-being. West Indian cherries are loaded with vitamin C and A, riboflavin, niacin, and thiamine. The fruit's high content of vitamin C makes it useful for the treatment of flu-like symptoms and the common cold, tooth decay, and gum infections. The other nutritional contents make the cherries a great treatment for retinal hemorrhages or bleeding in the eyes. However, it is important to note that cherries alone are not a specific treatment for retinal hemorrhages. West Indian cherries also help with depression and pressure sores. West Indian cherries contain antioxidants and are great for men because it helps to reduce sickness and diseases that men are susceptible to, such as heart disease, cancers, and depression, and helps in fitness and endurance. The fruit can also aid in digestion, but when eaten in large amounts can cause digestive problems. Eating too much cherries can also cause frequent urination, kidney stones over time, headaches, nausea, and vomiting. West Indian cherries can be washed and eaten raw or made into juices by itself or mixed with other fruits and vegetables. It can also be made into jams and marmalades. Visit the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council social media pages like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for more information on men's health and nutrition. You can also visit our website at www.gfnc.gov.gd. Until next time, the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council reminds you to look, eat, and feel well.
18 minutes on to the hour of 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock, workers, you should be approaching your job right about now so that, you've got 15 minutes in which you can settle in and 7 you start production, right? Yeah, now here's a quote from my good friend, Reverend, I can't remember his name off my head now, but he sends this to me every day. Life is never without a need, never without a problem, never without a hurtful moment, but never forget that we have a loving God who is protecting us, guiding us, and helping us to attain a meaningful life. And he says, good morning. Good morning to you. Let me see if I get that name again. All right, folks, let's see if we can touch on what's buzzing this morning. Buzzing. Okay, right, yeah, we got to go here. Buzzing this morning, 3 people charged for trespassing at a St. George's Primary School. Grenada 2020 launches its inaugural flight to Grenada. In the region, Haiti appoints council to oversee electoral process. Internationally, an explosion at a local coal mine in eastern Iran kills at least 34 workers. And in sports, Renil Gilbert elevated to FIDE master. That's in chess. All right, so you can have we will have the details to these and so much more during our newscast, all right? 17 minutes on to 7 o'clock, and good morning to Joylyn Barry, good morning, Monica Merus Williams, Catherine Phillip, Sylvina Charles, good morning. All is well? Hope everybody's doing fine. Hope you had a great weekend. Thanking God for life. There's never a day without a challenge. You understand? That's how life works. Sometimes things happen that you never really planned or prepared for, and it throws you out of whack. But that's just how life is. Yeah. Nice.
I will lift up my eyes unto the hills from whence.
Hope all is well. Hope you had a great weekend.
My help comes from the Lord which made heaven and earth. I can't tell the future, neither can I say
16 minutes on to folks, this is where we take the break. It's time for us to do the AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather coming up after these messages.
Spend $50 or more at any Hubbard's department or participating outlets for a chance to win free fuel, free drinks, free prizes, free property and vehicle insurance, free Hub TV and internet, free electricity, free coke, free water, free cooking gas, free paint supplies, free Dutch Lady milk, free passes to Sunshine promotion events for 2024, free groceries, all for 1 whole year, and every winner receives a free lunch package. But that's not all. Drive away in style in a brand new Isuzu D-Max. It sips, it doesn't guzzle. So fill out your entries and place them into the marked entry boxes. This promotion is brought to you in part by Dutch Lady, Danny, Promo, Supreme Bleach, Creative Chef, Grenlac, Floor, Salt Petroleum, Grenadian General Insurance Company Limited, Coca-Cola, Sunshine Promotion, Caribberies, Coop Bag, Sesame Spain, and Food Fear. Promotion runs from April 2nd to December 24. Terms and conditions apply.
The Grenada Motor Club will be hosting its second and final international drag racing event for 2024 at Pearls International Speedway on September 28th and 29th. Expect the fastest set of drag cars and bikes the Caribbean has to offer. September 27th, meet and greet at Lavo Lanes. September 28th, test and tune bracket race qualifiers. And after drags, chill out at Sizzle Bar and Lounge. September 29th, drag race finals at Pearls International Speedway. There will be a special guest appearance by one of the Caribbean's top drag racers and a special drift performance by one of the Caribbean's top drifter. Mark the dates, September 28th and 29th at Pearls International Speedway is the place to be. You don't want to miss this one.
This is the GBN Morning News for today, Monday, September 23rd, 2024. Coming up in the news, 3 charged for trespassing at St. George's Primary School. Liat 2020 launches inaugural flight to Grenada. In the region, Haiti appoints council to oversee electoral process. Internationally, an explosion at a coal mine in eastern Iran kills at least 34 workers. And in sports, Grenada's Renil Gilbert has been elevated to FIDE Master. We've got the details to this and more after these messages.
It's the event you won't want to miss. GIDC Business Deals Day is happening on Saturday, October 12th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Frequenty Industrial Park playing field. Explore the latest products and service offerings from businesses within the industrial parks. Enjoy discounts on GIDC business support services and get fantastic deals on household items, building materials, accessories, condiments, and more, with exciting prizes up for grabs throughout the day. But that's not all. Dive into a mini health fair and career expo for valuable health education and employment opportunities, all while enjoying the sounds of Trio the Band and DJ Graphic Sounds. It will be a fun-filled day filled with eats, drinks, games, deals, and more. Mark your calendars and join the GIDC at Frequenty Industrial Park playing field on Saturday, October 12th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. See you there.
Good morning. With the details, I'm Gordon Joseph. Police have charged 3 residents of the Carnage in St. George for trespass at a primary school last Monday. The police revealed that on September 16th, Kieran Harris, a 41-year-old mason, Dariel Cyrus, a 31-year-old clerk, and Rhea Jones, a 35-year-old chef, they were arrested and charged for trespassing the school compound. The police said that additionally, Harris was charged with obscene language, Cyrus with disorderly behavior, and Jones with obscene language, disorderly behavior, and assault. Harris was granted bail at $3,000, while Cyrus and Jones were granted bail for $5,000 and $7,000 respectively. The 3 will appear at the St. George's Magistrates Court on November 5th, 2024. The Pride of the Caribbean, Liat 2020, touched down in the Spice Isle of the Caribbean last week for the first time. The airline has officially added Grenada to its routes. The flight departed from Antigua, made a scheduled stop in St. Lucia, and then touched down in Grenada, where a ceremony was held at the Maurice Bishop International Airport. This expansion bolsters Liat 2020's presence in the Eastern Caribbean. The airline currently offers flights to Antigua, St. Lucia, Barbados, Grenada, Dominica, and St. Kitts and Nevis, with plans to continue adding the other destinations to its network. Welcome back. The Grenada's Public Utilities Regulatory Commission, PERC, has issued licenses to 8 investors as part of its Small-Scale Independent Power Producers, or SSIPP, program. The ceremony, held on September 19, marks a crucial milestone in the country's efforts to diversify its energy sector and reduce reliance on fossil fuels. The SSIPP program, launched in 2021, aims to increase the penetration of green energy into Grenada's national grid. Andrew Millett, Chief Executive Officer at the PERC, emphasized the importance of this initiative, stating, "This program is intended to give power producers in Grenada the ability to own solar plants to produce renewable energy that can then be sold to Grenlec." Millet highlighted the current dependency on thermal generator plants, noting over $150 million are spent on fuel for these generators annually. We intend to reduce this significantly in the coming years by having more solar plants installed. The Grenada Electricity Services Limited, that's GRENLEC, will play a crucial role in facilitating the integration of this renewable energy into the national grid. And that carries us to the end of the local news. The regional roundup and international developments are straight ahead. Eight minutes on to 7 o'clock. We now join the Caribbean News Desk for this morning's edition of the Regional Roundup.
From the Caribbean News Desk, the morning edition. Good morning. I'm Kendall Morgan.
And I'm Dennis Chabrol with the latest from across the Caribbean.
Kenya's President William Ruto says his country's contingent of police has been making progress in returning life to normal in Haiti. Mr. Ruto made the observations at a weekend stopover in the Caribbean nation on his way to New York for the United Nations General Assembly.
As a consequence of your exemplary service and contribution to the multinational security support operation, the country's security has significantly improved. Its crucial infrastructure is much safer. Populations are returning home. Humanitarian access has increased, and abductions have decreased.
During joint operations by the Kenyan and Haitian police, 2 gang leaders were arrested and several guns seized.
Barbados' Prime Minister Mia Mottley has emphasized the importance of people participation as world leaders debate how to protect the interests of future generations. Prime Minister Mottley addressed the closing ceremony of the United Nations Summit of the Future Action Days held at UN headquarters over the weekend.
This world can change, but it needs our energy, our commitment. And in the same way, in electoral matters, we go out and find other people to help us proselytize and canvass. We must now go out and find ordinary citizens who are prepared to say that they're not wishing to be pawns anymore of others. If we doubted the power of the people, we only need to see where that power has made significant changes, even in this year that we live in.
Barbados Opposition Democratic Labour Party, DLP, is recommending the tightening of maritime security to help stem the entry of illegal guns. DLP spokeswoman on legal affairs, Folady Pisa, says a gun amnesty will not work. Instead, she says government needs to hire port security personnel with intact integrity, scan all shipping containers, and monitor all ports and areas being used by privately owned boats.
We constantly speak of our airport and our seaport without taking any reference of Port St. Charles, Port Ferdinand, fishing boats landing, pleasure boats docked within our waters, the incapacity of the Coast Guard to respond. How and when are we going to start using technology such as drones in order to manage our borders better?
Jamaican healthcare workers in the United States are being urged to return home to work as several hospitals are being built and others upgraded across the island. Foreign Affairs Minister Camilla Johnson-Smith issued a call to the Jamaican diaspora in New York. She highlighted that one of the projects is a children's hospital that will benefit the Caribbean.
We're building hospitals and expanding hospitals and renovating hospitals. Cornwall Regional Hospital, it's being expanded now, and right beside it is going to be the Western Children's Regional Hospital, which will be the quintessential state-of-the-art hospital for the whole of CARICOM for the care of children and adolescents. But I've mentioned this not only because it's an important achievement, it's We're going to need specialist nurses. We're going to need more doctors. And while we're expanding, we want you to also think about what's happening in Jamaica so you can think about coming home as well.
Eastern Caribbean netballers are in St. Lucia this week for their annual ECCB International Netball Series. Anguilla, Antigua Barbuda, Cayman Islands, Dominica, Grenada, Montserrat, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and host St. Lucia are the participating countries. Sports commentator Res Pereira was at yesterday's opening.
Well, the opening ceremony of the OECS Netball Championship 2024 was held last night, sponsored by the ECCB, who has been historically the sponsor. All the teams, very impressively dressed, were on parade. And the minister, in addressing the audience on behalf of the Netball Association, said something very encouraging, that the facility in Castries, which of course is open air, will be covered in the coming months. And this will not only help netball, but boxing, volleyball, and basketball. The defending champions this year will be Grenada, and I think it will be interesting to see if they can hold on to their title.
This has been the morning edition from the Caribbean News Desk. You may contact us by phone or WhatsApp at +592 700 9293. Thanks for listening.
In another regional story of interest, the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, the DPPO in St. Kitts and Nevis, has announced plans to initiate a formal investigation into the administration of the Citizenship by Investment program. According to the SKN Information Service, the DPPO emphasized the importance of ensuring a fair and independent inquiry, particularly in light of the potential political implications of the investigation. They further noted that the DPPO has received assurances from the federal administration that they will fully support an independent and impartial process, allowing the investigation to proceed. To maintain objectivity, the DPPO plans to appoint a special prosecutor from a foreign jurisdiction to lead the inquiry with the assistance of a team of outside investigators. At least one local investigator in whom the DPPO has full confidence will also be part of the investigative team to ensure collaboration and local oversight. And looking further afield, an explosion in a coal mine in eastern Iran killed at least 34 workers and injured 17 others, officials said on Sunday, marking one of the worst mining disasters in the country's history. Others remained missing hours after the blast. The blast struck a coal mine in Tabas, about 540 kilometers southeast of the capital Tehran, on Saturday night. By Sunday, weeping miners stood alongside mine cars that brought up the bodies of their colleagues, all covered in coal dust. Around 70 people had been working at the time of the blast. State television later said that 17 people were believed to be trapped at a depth of 200 meters down the tunnel. And that's the regional roundup and international developments. Stay with us. The sporting highlights are straight ahead. And sporting fans, chess dominates this morning, and again Grenada is making the spotlight. As we hear that Grenada's star player at the Budapest Olympiad, 17-year-old Renil Gilbert, has been accorded the prestigious title of FIDE Master FM, or FM in FIDE Master. That's the third highest title in the game of chess, ranking behind International Master and Grandmaster, and above Candidate Master or CM. FIDE Master is one of the four major official titles, plus the other three mentioned above, bestowed on chess players by the International Chess Federation. FIDE, the world's governing body for chess, published the names of 23 players accorded the title of FIDE Master, and the name Renil Gilbert stood out on the published list. Apart from the Fight Master titles, a combined 13 players team were awarded new titles of International Master and Grandmaster. F.M. Gilbert's elevation came about due to his outstanding performance in the Olympiad. Out of 10 games played up to the 21st of September, he won 7, drew 1, and lost 2, earning him 7.5 points and enough to catapult him to his new rank of FIDE Master. A full point is given for a win and half point for a draw. Among his casualties were 2 FIDE Masters and 1 Candidate Master. FIDE uses a rating system to determine the strength of a player, judged by his performance against other players. To carry the titles of FIDE Master, International Master, and Grandmaster, one must achieve minimum ratings of 2,300 points, 2,400 points, and 2,500 points respectively. A Candidate Master carries a minimum rating of 2,200 points. FIDE's lowest rating is 1,001 points. Below that, a player is considered unrated. The 17-year-old national chess champion, a student of TAM-CC, left Grenada on September 8th as a wholly underrated player. He returned on September 24th, as F.M. Gilbert, a FIDE Master. A truly amazing story. His performance qualified him to skip the rank of Candidate Master. Now, over 2,000 players from 197 countries participated in the Budapest Olympiad, which ended on the 21st of September with an official closing ceremony. The current 10-member team in Budapest, 5 males and 5 females, there is the first to ever participate in an Olympiad. And Renelle Gilbert is our first ever homegrown FIDE Master. Congratulations, F.M. Gilbert. As Sports Minister Delma Thomas congratulated Gilbert on his achievement over the weekend. And that's the sports. Stay with us. The weather forecast is up next, which will be followed by a recap of the headlines. And folks, for the latest weather forecast, we now join forecast at the Met Office of the MBIA, my good friend Cassie Johnson. Good morning, Cassie.
Good morning to you and good morning to the listeners. Here is the weather for today, Monday, 23rd September 2024. Currently at the airport, conditions are fair. Winds are from the east at 13 miles per hour. Pressure 12.0 millibars, which is below normal and rising. Present temperature 29.6 degrees Celsius, relative humidity 80%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 32.2 degrees Celsius, minimum temperature last night 28.1 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, there was no rainfall at the airport, hence the total for the month remains at 68.9 millimeters. Looking at the public forecast valid for today and tonight, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy with the occasional brief isolated showers and a low chance of thunder. Today's maximum temperature 32.0 degrees Celsius. Winds easterly to southeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas slight to moderate, waves 2 to 4 feet in open water. Tides are currently high and will be low at 12:30 p.m. High again at 6:30 p.m. Sunset today, 6:02. Sunrise tomorrow, 5:56. Again, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy with the occasional brief isolated showers and a low chance of thunder. From the Met Office, I am Cassia Johnson.
Thank you very much, Cassie. Have yourself a wonderful day now. Folks, the weather forecast came to you with the kind compliments of Rennick and Thompson Company Limited. It's 8 minutes after 7 o'clock to end the news. A recap of the headlines. Trespassing at St. George's Primary School. Leah 2020 launches inaugural flight to Grenada. In the region, Haiti appoints council to oversee electoral process. Internationally, an explosion at a coal mine in eastern Iran kills at least 34. And in sports, Renil Gilbert elevated to FIDE Master. Congratulations, Renil. Now, that has been the morning edition of news for today, Monday, 23rd September 2024. On behalf of the entire news department, I'm Gordon Joseph, thanking you for listening, wishing you a productive day, and extending the invitation to you to stick and stay with the network, because we are with you anywhere and everywhere.
Served Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools and appliances for all residential, commercial and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
GRENDEC, Community Partnership Initiative.
On behalf of Netball Grenada, we want to say a special thank you for the contribution made. We are certain that the contribution that had been given would be put into good use and we would bring home great results.
GRENDEC, energizing our community.
As we get ready to give thanks the long Thanksgiving weekend, Legends Promotions presents the 18th annual Hubbard's Legends in Concert, Saturday, October 26th, Grenada Trade Center at 7:30 p.m. Featuring the 1980 Calypso Monarch Survivor. Together with Stubbles. 10 times Calypso Monarch Scholar. Alongside Luther, Tobago Crusoe, and 7 times Soca and 10 times Road March King. Super Blue. Super Blue. Tickets cost $16 and are available at all Gittins Healthcare Pharmacies, Wall Street, Grenville, and Guelph, Springs Shopping Center, St. David's Pharmacy, Clear Vision Eye Care Center, on the Carinage, and Gittins Pharmacy, St. George's. It's the 18th annual Hubbard's Legends in Concert, Saturday, October 26th, Thanksgiving weekend, Grenada Trade Center, 7:30 p.m. You can't afford to miss this one.
All right, welcome viewers and listeners. It's time for the conversation this morning. And I have with me in the studio a good friend of mine. This morning he's not doing any poetry. Maybe he might just be able to intertwine some of what he's talking about with some poetry. But he's here in a different capacity this morning. He's in charge of the Men's Bureau in the Ministry of Social Development and so forth. Mr. Anderson Poet Richardson. Good morning, bro. How are you?
Good morning, Mr. Innocent. I am doing very well this morning.
I could see that with that blue shirt.
Yes.
And when you go home this afternoon or this evening, give your mom my regards, please.
I certainly will.
And your wife.
I will.
Yes, I know she's one of my big fans.
Yes.
Good. Now, this morning we're not talking poetry. This morning you are here to talk. You're representing the Ministry of Social Development and all the other auxiliaries that come with it, but on a very important topic: empowering young boys into men. All right, and that program name is
Boys to Men.
All right,
Boys
you see, nice. Yes. So give us a backdrop. What is the program like?
All right. So first of all, let me just say good morning to the management and staff of GBN. Let me say good morning to our listeners both locally and abroad. And let me just greet you on behalf of my minister, Honorable Gloria Ann Thomas, from the Ministry of Social Development and Gender Affairs, my permanent secretary, Mrs. Naomi Jeremiah, management and staff of the Ministry of Social Development and Gender Affairs. Now this morning, as was said, my name is Anderson Richardson, and I'm the head of the Men's Bureau of the Ministry of Social Development and Gender Affairs. And we want to talk about, and we want to promote the launch of what we call a Boys to Men program. And as the name suggests, Boys to Men, it's a program, it's a psycho-educational program and mentorship program that transitions boys from boyhood, if I should put it that way, to manhood.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very interesting. And what's the cost for that initiative?
I mean, happy am I to report that program is absolutely free. It's of no cost. Now, that program is being run by the Ministry of Social Development in collaboration with SAIP and CUSO International. Right? And it's of no cost to anybody that participate or engage with the program. Now, the program targets boys from the age of 12 to 18 years, right? And that program will be launched tomorrow, God's will, at McDonald College at 3:15 p.m.
My alma mater. That's a good place to start.
Now, we have quite a bit of boys that are registered for the program. We have a few slots remaining, but we want to encourage persons to engage with that program. It's a very good program. As we notice these days, what's happening to our young men and our boys. When you look at the prison statistics, when you look at the court statistics, it's alarming. It's heartbreaking. You know, it can get you depressed when you look at the state of our young men and our boys. And we're saying that we are trying to turn this around by introducing that program to our schools, right? Later down in the year, we have other programs that will target the elder population of men, the older men, right? But this time around, we want to focus on our boys from the age of 12 to 18 years. Now, the program would be once per week. So it's every Tuesday, once a week, from 3:15 to 5:15 in the evening.
Okay.
Thereafter, the boys are not going to be idling around, neither would they be looking for a ride to go home. We have transportation to take them home, right? So we ensure that persons come to the program. We have refreshments, of course, because, you know, they'll be hungry after school and so on. So we take care of those needs, and all of that is free of cost. Now, as part of the program, we also have 2 field trips that's going to take place preferably on the weekends. So after the first half of the program, 1 field trip will be run, and to the latter other part of the program, the other field trip will be run off, right? And all of those are of no cost to parents or guardian. And so we want to encourage persons to support the program. We say a lot of things about men and boys, you know, they're disrespectful, our boys, they're not taking things seriously. And now that is a prime time to support our boys in a program that transitions them from boyhood to manhood, because at some point they're going to become adults, they're going to become fathers, they're going to become leaders of homes, they're going to become leaders in society. And so it's very important that we teach them certain things. Now, I just want to highlight some of the topics that we're going to be looking at, right? So we're looking at the stereotypes that are associated with men.
All right.
Right?
I like this.
Now, we're looking at things as gender-based violence, respectable behavior, consent versus non-consent, sexual harassment, healthy lifestyle, healthy manhood, healthy relationships, suicide prevention and coping strategies, right? We're going to be looking at things as cooperation and conflict. How do you deal with conflict? Responses towards authority. How do you initiate a difficult conversation? All those are things that we're going to be looking at. And we also have a career day, where we have different professionals from different career backgrounds coming to present to our boys, so at least they can have an idea and to choose as to, in the future, what they want to be and better able to navigate with a session like that.
And if you would just pause, I think this in itself is very critical, because even in this day and age, you will meet a 14-year-old, a 15-year-old boy, or girl as well, in the middle of their secondary school life, and you ask them, what do you want to be? What's your career path? And I ain't know now. And that's sad, because if at that stage you're not certain what you want to be, then you're definitely not preparing for it.
It's true.
And even the education system, I would like to see it revolutionized in such a way that you have career guidance counselors. So at an early age, it could even be from the primary school, because the children know what they want to be when they get old. All right? And you channel them in the direction, in the pursuit of their career.
Yes.
Instead of you have children going to school and they boasting and have 13 CXCs and what they want to become a teacher.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it happens. And sometimes, no disrespect to them, but sometimes you can channel your energies elsewhere.
Yeah. But if the point is, if you can assist them in identifying what they'd like to be, or what is their career goal, what is the professional ambition, then you can start preparing them. And it could even ease some of the burden. They might not necessarily have to do the chemistry and physics and bio. You understand?
True.
You put them in the path with the subject areas that would lead them to that.
Very true. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm happy that you have that integrated in the program as well.
Yes, and I want to appeal to our parents and persons out there, our guardians. Let's support the program. Let's support our young men and boys. Because the thing about it is, they will be tomorrow's leaders.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's dads. Tomorrow's fathers. Tomorrow's prime minister. Tomorrow's doctors.
Tomorrow's husbands too.
Tomorrow's husbands. And the thing is, if we do not teach them certain things now, what would happen later on? I want to encourage even the persons that are already registered. At the initial launch, let's come together with our boys. Don't send them alone. Let's accompany them to the launch.
You mean the parents?
As parents and guardians. Yes.
Okay.
And persons within the community and other areas, let's support the program. Let's come out and hear what that program is about. Let's call and inquire about the program. There is still a few slots available that persons can still register. And I am very passionate about that program because, Mr. Innocent, I would have worked in the court for a lot of years. I would have worked in every court in Grenada. And when you look at our young men at court, even to engage with the magistrate as to know how to speak, how to answer, no disrespect to them, a lot of help needs to be given in those areas. And so our young men need to be equipped to be able to function effectively in society, to be able to hold a proper conversation, a difficult conversation. How do you say that I am feeling suicidal? Yeah. How do you even initiate such a conversation? Mm-hmm. How do you initiate a conversation with a young lady that maybe you might be interested in, you want to get to know? How do you initiate a conversation like this?
A healthy conversation.
Because
they do converse, but sometimes on the derogatory side.
Right, right? And, those are things that we need to teach our children, right? And that program is intended to do just that.
So the program starts when?
So the program, the actual launch is tomorrow at McDonald College, right? That will be the official launch of the Boys to Men program. It will start from 3:15 in the evening, right? And moving forward, it will be once every week.
So from next Tuesday?
From next Tuesday.
Okay.
Right? once every week from 3:15 p.m. to 5:15 p.m. At the end of the program, the children will be dropped home. We have transportation to take them home. Now, as part of the program as well, as was mentioned earlier, we will have 2 field trip components, right?
And what these field trips were? And
so
what is it about?
the field trips is to more or less solidify some of the things that we would have taught. So in terms of careers, what are some of the careers that you're interested in? So we take you to some of these sites so you could get that kind of hands-on experience, that hands-on approach, so you can understand what it is that we spoke to you about in the career section, right? And so you can make that connection now as to what it is that you want to do, and you'll be better able to make wise choices even from the school level. Right?
Okay. The duration of the course is how long?
So that program goes all the way up to the 26th of November, right? Where we will have an award ceremony and so on for the boys. So it will be a nice program. So we want to tie that program into International Men's Day, right? Where we're going to award the boys for the hard work, the dedication, and so on, and show appreciation for the support to the program, right? So it's a good program, and we want to encourage parents to allow their children, the boys in particular, because it's a program specifically designed for boys aged 12 to 18 years, to engage with that program. Right? It is our hope that that program, that mentorship program and psychoeducational aspect of it is going to help with stemming some of the violence in society and more or less improving the social fabric of our society, in particular addressing the issues of our young men and boys.
And one of the other things that I like about that program is that for example, Legal Aid and Counseling Program, Legal Aid and Counseling Clinic, they have a number of psychosocial programs as well. But in some cases, you have to come down.
Yes.
But this one, you're going to the men. So you're doing one in St. Patrick, and then it extends to the other parishes.
So as we move into next year, what you will realize is that program is going to move. So it's a roving program. That program is not static. So we spend that 3 months up here. Then we'll be moving to... in the early part of next year, we'll be moving to another parish.
Okay.
Most likely to be St. Andrews, and then we move to another parish and another parish. So that is how we want to ensure that we are actually on the ground and we are meeting persons. We are not waiting for them to come to us, but we are going to them with the program.
The registration, how is the registration done?
The registration is done where you can call the Ministry of Social Development, right, 440-2269. And you can speak to the staff there, express your interest, and we can get you registered. Or you can call and ask to speak to Mr. Anderson Richardson, that's me, and we can have you registered there. In moving forward, Carriacou and Petit Martinique, you are not forgotten. You know, a lot of times, sometimes they could be feeling left out, so they would not be forgotten. As we move forward with the program, we would have sessions over there as well. So the program intends to touch the entire Tri-Island state in such a way that we do it like that.
Okay.
Yes.
And for the first phase of the program, which kicks off tomorrow, how many registrants have you got thus far?
So we are looking at a total of 30 boys, and thus far we have 24 persons.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, the interest is now being picked up. Persons are calling, persons are expressing interest, and I'm heartened by the support that the program is getting. I mean, you know, sometimes, I don't want to sound biased, but sometimes, you know, when it comes to boys, sometimes we could kind of take a kind of approach.
Yeah, kind of low-key approach.
Right,
sort of, yeah.
Right, but
yeah.
I am happy to report this time around that the interest is there. And I'm very, very, very thankful to our parents and the persons that are expressing interest in that program.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Someone, Akim Lewis, via our Facebook platform says, when I was in primary school, 9th grade in Grenada, it used to have a program called DARE, D-A-R-E, meaning Drug Avoidance Resistant Education.
Okay.
He says that program was a boss. All of these things need to return in schools. The name can change, but meaning the same. It is sad how these young men see violence as an answer. And I think that is not just violence, but trying to look at the holistic development of young men. That's the main aim of this program.
That's the main of the program. And the question is, the violence, it stems from somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, it stems from somewhere. So where is it stemming from? Where is it coming from? What's the cause?
Yeah, we have to identify the root cause.
And so that program is intended to engage our men and boys, not withstanding the fact that at some point, apart from the initial launch, we're going to engage with parents as well.
Okay.
For that kind of support moving forward. Because it's one thing to teach the boys one particular thing, and that is not supported at home. It's a recipe for failure.
Yeah.
So at some point, we're going to engage with parents again to kind of give that kind of support to the boys moving forward, being empowered in such a way from that program now.
And then the same boys can also be used as mentors.
Right, in the future for other cycles.
Yeah.
And that's the intention.
Okay, so as we wrap up, I just want you to take a minute and invite people to that launch, that fabulous launch tomorrow. I really, really do love and endorse that program.
So to all of our listeners, I want to encourage us. Let's make an effort, right? Let's make an effort and support a young man. Support our sons, yes? Support our brothers as we launch this program called the Boys to Men program. It will be tomorrow at McDonald College, starting at 3:15 p.m. Thereafter, that program will be once every Tuesday, from 3:15 to 5:15 p.m. You don't have to worry about how the children are going to reach home. We have transportation to drop them home, right? We have, and everything is covered under the program. So it's free. Okay. You don't have to pay any money. You don't have to bring anything. All the boys need to do is to come, is to attend. And let's support our boys. We have a situation where sometimes our boys start programs, and at some point they drop out. They're no longer interested. Parents, let's make an effort. Let us motivate our boys. A lot of us that are in prominent positions today, we didn't just reach there just like that. Yeah. Yes, you had persons that mentored us, you had persons that encouraged us. Even when we felt like giving up, there are persons that encourage us. And so we are who we are today because of that. And so our young men and boys need that in moving forward. So I want to encourage us, and I want to appeal to us especially today.
I appreciate that. I do believe that this program is going to be successful. And I look forward to it rolling out to the other parishes and maybe even another follow-up program to that to always keep our boys as they progress in age engaged.
Yes.
Yeah,
well, as you will notice, as the year grows older and is coming to a close, we have, as part of International Men's Day coming, we have a whole set of programs to engage our men and boys again in similar fashion, right? Where we'll be moving around the different communities again in similar fashion. So we have quite a bit of things coming up in the pipeline. I want to jump ahead of time.
Okay.
But just to kind of preempt some things, you know? Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, Mr. Richardson, thanks much for dropping by this morning. And we have to have a conversation. So we'll have that conversation subsequently. Someone says here, good morning, Innocent. Good morning to your guests. Great program, great presenter. I commend you, sir. Might I add one of the myths we need to get rid of is the one that says boys will always be boys. No, they need to grow into men. Innocent, allow me to differ in terms of your statement, read 13 subjects and wanting to be a teacher. Also, I think even to be a truck driver, if you pay attention to the way some of them drive the huge trucks and trailers, it is clear they need to study and pass physics. I do agree with that angle. Okay, so once again, Mr. Richardson, thanks, and bring our love to their staff at the ministry, and we look forward to future engagements.
I will, and just to say thank you to the management and staff and yourself for having me this morning at GBN, and we really appreciate it. And to our listeners, thank you for listening, and thank you for your support, and we do look forward to your continued support as we move forward.
Thank you, sir. Folks, tell you what, we take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we've got a riser.
GBN GBN is your home for this year's Republic Bank CPL. Please note there will be adjustments to a programming lineup on Wednesday, September 25th. Transitions will air at 5:05 p.m., followed by GBN television news at 6 p.m. And don't miss the news repeat right after the CPL match. Transitions will also be rebroadcast after the news repeat, so you won't miss a thing. GBN, your trusted source for sports coverage anywhere and everywhere.
I want you to control your anger. There's a way to feel better.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners, to the conversation. It's 25 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Of course, we've got with me in the studio Miss Ariza, Mrs. Josephine Walters. Good morning.
Good morning, Innocent.
How are you?
Belated birthday greetings. You had a birthday during the week.
Oh, yeah. See, I saw the gift in front by the television.
Yes, it's right there.
Yeah, I can see that. Thanks.
So, all the best.
Thanks. So, how is Ariza doing this morning?
Ariza is great.
Yes.
Ariza went out again. Foot soldiers on the ground.
Okay.
In Guelph.
Okay.
On the weekend. Because we did tell you that we're going into the highways and the byways. And Guelph this time was where we went.
Okay.
But primarily the town of Guelph.
Okay.
Pardon me, guys, if you spread your tentacles a little further and I wasn't aware of it, but the whole idea is to penetrate St. John.
Okay.
So it's parish after parish. Yeah? So no parish should feel left out. We must start somewhere. Okay? So we've chosen to start in Guelph. The feedback is good. It's a lot because it's multidimensional. It's not as if you're just going to encourage people to open accounts, to become members or to take a loan with us. It's about credit unionism. It's about Ariza, the Ariza family, what the Ariza family has to offer you, and so on. So it's educational, as well as obviously you will encourage people to become members because you believe in what you do and you believe it's the best solution. We are a solutions-oriented credit union, so we do believe that the solutions that we offer are the best, and so we're offering them and trying to ensure that we go into the highways and byways and everyone knows about this. We don't want you storing the money under the mattress and then something happens and the money disappears.
Yeah.
In any event, it can't gain interest there. It could probably gain some moss, but definitely not interest. So it's education, and it's about a riser. You hear about a riser, you must know about a riser firsthand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's a wonderful initiative going out to meet with prospective members and so forth.
And your members, because you never know. We're asking you to sign up for AMI. You have a debit card. Some people just are not aware. They were asked to do these things. They were informed. They thought it was cool. But what is it? What can it do for you? How much do you know about AMI? Like I tell you, AMI is my best friend.
That's good.
Yes. So a lot of us need to make AMI our best friends. Yeah, Horizons.
Have people been coming in to update their information?
Well, we'll see a couple, but people, generally speaking, we like to wait. We're laid back. And this thing is going to hit. It's coming. And it's going to come fast and furious. Because we see the need to add another layer of protection.
Right.
To ensure that you're safe while you're shopping or while your card is being used, you're the one actually using it. That's exactly what it's all about, you know. At least part of it, because your card could be being used because I have all your card information, but it's not necessarily you using your card. So when the vendor generates when a verification code is generated and you don't have your telephone number or your email updated, then you won't get the code and you will not be able to continue
complete that transaction.
No, you would not. And as I say, some of these things are critical, and I always use Amazon because I know that same-day delivery thing is important to some of us. Very often, we know how we live. You have somebody that's coming in, and you suddenly remember that you need something. It could be as important as a phone.
Yeah.
And you want this person to bring this same-day delivery. You get stuck. You can't close the cart. What do? You can't continue. So it's simple. I have had to use verification codes many times because my password, I wanted to use something else on Google. My Google password, before I stored it where I stored it, I forgot. And so they said, well, okay, we'll send you a verification. Have you forgot your password? Yes. And they generate a verification code and it goes to my phone.
Yeah.
I remember one time it was my son's phone number that I had on there. So I just made contact with him quickly and he gave me a code back.
Right, just like that.
So we must not be technology averse.
It's very important that...
yes.
Because that's the direction the world is going now.
We have to be a little tech savvy. We're living in a technological era.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like when there was COVID lockdown, you had virtual classrooms.
Yeah.
The children had to...
Whether they liked it or not.
But parents had to get with the program as well.
Yeah.
Because there were assignments, there was dialogue with parents, and parents had to be part of this. So we have to be part and parcel. We don't want you to have a bad experience and you to say, because what's going to happen is, I tried to use my Ariza card, I couldn't use it, they blocked my code, they blocked my thing, I couldn't finish shopping. These are Ariza people. And that's what you hear. You'll hear it. They'll say it. You have a call-in program, they're slamming Ariza because... But no, pay attention.
Come in and just get it done.
Yes, and
get it over with.
Go onto the Facebook page. We will be updating the page so that you know exactly what to do, all of the channels. But you can use AMI, which is the easiest thing for me because you don't really want to get into a line. But as I say, you can't just push AMI because some people are not, don't have AMI. You can't force it down their throats. So come in. We'll be happy to see you.
Yeah.
In fact, we've been asking about updating information for a while because sometimes we need to send something, we need to send out a mass email. Your email address may be wrong in the system. And how do we get to you? You change your email address. How do we, some people have a few email addresses, they don't even remember which one, but that's the one we have, is not the current one, the one that you're using. So update your information while you're at it. To the people who are coming in, I will say, if you've changed your job, if you've changed your place of residence, then walk with the proof so that we can update all of your information in the system. if we have to touch base with you, what about if you lose out on a good deal? Because we can't reach you.
Yeah.
You don't know what will happen.
Stay connected.
Stay connected.
Yeah, stay
We're
connected.
trying to connect with you. Help us to connect with you.
Yeah.
Right? And try and connect with us.
Okay.
But big on our agenda, of course, right now, all credit unions, this is the last week in September. Am I right?
Actually,
just so September goes.
Yeah, perhaps.
And come October is a big month for credit unionism because it's Credit Union Day on the 17th of October. Okay. And so we're looking forward. It's going to be in St. George's this year from the Arisa car park to the stadium. It's the march. And then we'll take it from there. The league will be on here with you, disseminating that sort of information. Okay. But they have asked the various credit unions who have programs like these to at least sensitize our members as well. Okay. And to say to our Arisans, get ready. Your t-shirts will soon be ready, coming on sale. And we want you to come out and have a ball. Yes, we compete, but the thing is to have a good time.
Right.
Celebrate credit unionism. This morning I had to think of deceased Madonna Harford.
Yeah.
I remember her saying she owes everything she has to the credit union, and she would say that wherever, whenever. This is how she felt about credit unionism and cooperatives, and she was an institution.
It is the direction to go. I don't know when, maybe, I don't know if it's the PR that is not good enough, but people have to get to understand that cooperatives, which encompasses credit unions as well,
yes,
is the direction to go.
I would say so.
It is.
I would say so, and I genuinely mean that.
Yeah, it is.
So I want to encourage our Arisans to get ready. Public servants, we know they usually get half day to come out and enjoy themselves on Credit Union Day. You can expect a riser to provide buses from Grenville. So what we're going to encourage you to do is express your interest early so that we know how many buses, because we can hire 3 buses and then we only need 2. You see, because people are carpooling. Sometimes they don't want to use a bus because they don't want to have to go back when everybody's going back. They want to lime.
Yeah.
So friends carpool and they come down and it's a big lime. And that's all right. But for those who need the transportation, and we have diehards, I mean, every year you can expect them to be there. So please let us know. You're interested, you'd like to be on the bus, you'd like to take the bus to go and to come back. Go in, let Ms. Van Seek know this is what you'd like. So at least we could start having names and numbers.
And it's on the 17th of October.
17th of October.
Folks, you heard it, right? Credit Union Day. 17th October, the biggest lime. Right? That's the weekend. It's the week before the long weekend.
The day before the...
Yeah.
So the 19th is a holiday?
No, the 25th.
Well, that's the 17th.
Right, so it's the week of that long
week.
Yeah.
All right, you said the week before and I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Right? So, yes, just to say, come out, enjoy your fellow credit union colleagues.
Yeah.
Meet your team. There's so many of us that you know our name because we speak to you, but interact with us.
Yeah.
Put a name to the face, and let's have a good time while we're doing it.
It's a family affair.
It is a family affair. It's really a good big thing, you know.
Yeah.
Some of us end up in all the different credit unions.
Yes.
That's the way it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we end up all about.
Well, I mean, the thing about it is that's what I like about the credit union movement. You know, although they are different. Indigenous credit unions, but they're all under the umbrella of the movement. So
that's the truth.
Hence the reason why you don't find them getting aggressively advertising against one another. They advertise on their own, but you would not find a credit union saying, "Don't go by our riser, come by us because our rates are better." Then they don't do that.
It's a different thing.
Yeah,
it's a different kind of sisterhood.
Yes, that's
so
good.
we just want to say, come out and enjoy the sisterhood, enjoy the camaraderie, have a good time. I socialized. I had a little incident, so I moved away. Last year I had to tend to one of our drummers, and that took me a while. But by the time I came back, I went to Nexa. I went to, I think it was was it Grenville Credit Union? But one of them had a pot of oil down, and we were just having a good time.
Yeah.
Not eating. I didn't care too much for the eating, but it's the spirit of
socializing,
and then there is entertainment afterwards. And Credit Union, just to say to the Credit Union League, I think they're doing a fantastic job with what they're planning for this.
LL and the guys.
Yes.
LL, morning.
For this year,
Yeah.
what they're planning. Marissa Williams, good morning. She's the PR, and they're planning some really good stuff. So we want to, and then we have the ECCB doing some stuff on financial literacy, and so come October, you'll hear more about Arisa's part in it, because by next Monday when I sit with you, God willing, I will be able to tell you more about that. But I want to say, stay tuned to your Arisa Facebook page.
Okay.
There are going to be updates on what we are going to be doing. We have something special to roll out to you, and we want our members to stay tuned so that you can be part of this. It is about a relationship with your money. We want you to be able to have a healthy relationship with your money. Make your money work for you. Learn how to manage your finances, not let the finances manage you.
Yeah. It happens.
It happens. It happens a lot.
Yeah.
But you know, I usually say it's never too late to learn, and it's never too late to correct these things or go forward making the right decisions. So we want you to have a healthy relationship with your money.
Okay.
And so
let's
we're
grow
going to
together.
tell you, come on, why not?
Yes.
Wealth creation and all of this. Yeah.
That's another topic.
But you're going to
this
hear a lot
wealth
about
creation thing.
And Mr. Lord is very much, Marvin Lord, our CEO, is very much into wealth creation.
Yeah.
You're talking about where his face lights up, because that's his thing.
Yeah,
so you're going to hear from him. You're going to be hearing from him directly concerning.
And have him come and sit with me in the morning, Mr. Lord. Come sit and talk with me for an hour, man. Come
why
on.
not?
We can talk.
You want a whole hour of my CEO's time?
Yeah, well, of course.
But he's a busy fellow. He may not have.
I'm sharing my time with him too, so half in his and half in mine gives us an hour.
He may not have an hour, but I'm going back. I'm going to go straight up to the second floor and say to Mr. Lord, you are invited.
Yes, come sit and talk with me more.
You can take my seat.
Yeah. Just one morning, you know. Yeah.
So please update your information. Stay tuned to our Facebook page, because there will be updates.
Okay.
You will know when your t-shirts are ready, when you can come in, purchase your t-shirts. We want this thing to be done early, so that in the end we don't have a rush. Those who know they're going to be coming from Grenville and they're going to need transportation, go to our Grenville branch, so you can let them know that you're interested. We can provide for you.
Okay. All right, so folks, you heard it, and we as Blossom Alexis would say, we're preparing for Credit Union Day, which is on the 17th of October. Get into that headspace. It's going to be a whole day of grand socialization, you know. Boys meet girls, girls meet girls, you know.
Everybody
meeting everybody, and just talk and have fun for the day. So look forward to that.
Yeah, you say talk and have fun. At the end of the day, it is be dancing, you know.
Well, of course. What is it you
I'm
got
just
to dance,
saying,
you know?
But it's like about from 2 o'clock, so we march over from Arisa's car park to the stadium, and we generally have a good time.
Okay. All right, Joso. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for accommodating me.
Of course, bring back our love to management and staff.
And Herschel and Mr. Lord, yes, I know that.
Yeah.
And let me just say,
I had a nice conversation with both of them last week. I spoke with Herschel, I spoke with Marvin.
You did?
Yeah,
okay.
You know.
It's a very special good morning as well to our viewers, and you have a wonderful week from all of us at Arisa and the folks at GBN.
Of course, one love.
One love. That's what we say.
Folks, we take that break. We'll be back with more after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
GBN Television News at 7, a pulse on all things Grenadian. Look out for our new features through expanded synergies with our media partners in Barbados, St. Lucia, Jamaica, Trinidad, and beyond. Capturing the latest in news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Credible, informative. Thank you for making us number one. News at 7, live, Monday to Friday on GBN Television, Channel 7 and 11. K105.5 and 105.9, Hot 98.5 and 98.7, GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel, and www.gbn.gd. GBN, with you anywhere and everywhere.
Thursday afternoon in a 60 zone. This 34-year-old motorcyclist was on his way home. It's our job to work out why he never got there. The rider broke his neck on impact here, having crashed into this car that was turning right. By analysing the impact, we know he hit the car at 30 kilometres per hour, and these marks on the road tell us that he skidded for 21 metres, having braked hard here. When he first reacted, he was doing 68. But let's change one small thing. At 60, the driver would have had more chance to see him properly. He'd have stayed in control and reached this point a moment later. The car would have cleared his path and he'd be home by now. You decide on your speed. The physics decides whether you live or die.
I am Audrey Jackson.
I'm Greg Jackson.
On February 19th at 4 a.m., a gun was used to take my son from me. You know him as Pop Smoke. We call him Shar. Because of gun violence, I'll never see my son run up the front of our steps, taking them two at a time. He won't ever take my hands again and dance with me. He won't come into my room and muscle pose in the mirror. Gun violence destroys families. It must stop.
Welcome back. It's 5 minutes away from 8 o'clock. 5 minutes to have a conversation. How was the weekend? What happened in your neck of the woods over the weekend that you'd like to share with us? Is there something that is amiss that you'd like to bring to the fore? Good morning to all the utility companies, the Grenlex, the Nawasa, the network suppliers. Good morning to you and welcome to the program.
Nice, thank you very much. The program with the gentleman with the social thing. Yeah. Well, I admire that and I appreciate that. But McDonald College that is not in Sotel?
Yes, it is.
But I think that program is such a good program. That should be in every parish because my son, I live in St. Paul's, and how am I to get my son up in McDonald?
No. The pilot program starts in McDonald College tomorrow, but when that one is completed, it goes to every parish.
All right, thank you very much.
Yeah,
bye-bye.
Yeah, have a good one. Yes, good. 4 minutes away from 8 o'clock, that is the time. Yes, the program, it's a roving program. So it starts at McDonald College. It's being launched there tomorrow. But after that phase is completed, then it moves to another parish. It goes through every parish, even Carriacou and PD Martinique. So do not worry. Just keep listening when the information is disseminated and get yourself registered. But parents, I urge you to get your boys registered to this program and give them the moral support that they need. You know, we need our young men. We really do. So give me a call, 435-2041. What's happening? What happened in your neck of the woods over the weekend? I'd love to hear from you. To those of you out there in the diaspora, good morning to you. Nutmeg Quinn, how are you doing? Just say a prayer for the nation now. Why have these people... I prayed this morning already. You understand? Nice. Yeah, I'd like to really commend the Ministry of Social Development on that proactive stance that they've taken. And I can tell you it is very timely. It is very needed. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning, Innocent. How are you?
I am alive and thankful. Welcome to the program.
Sorry. Your Majesty.
Stop.
Innocent, I want to applaud that program, that initiative of the ministry, the Boys to Men. It's a really good program, and I do hope it's replicated and it is a tremendous success.
Okay.
Innocent, there's a caller who calls your program sometimes, and this morning I heard her on another platform. And every time that woman opens her mouth, I get annoyed at the ridiculous statements that she keeps making about our beloved Morris Bishop, about him being a criminal, and the $50 note. Innocent, that same $50 note has the face of a criminal dictator, Eric Gary. She says nothing about that. Gary committed a lot of atrocities. You know, the revolution was not perfect. Morris was not perfect. He's a human being. But she's trying to make Morris out to be what he was not. I have never known of anybody losing a finger or toenails in Hopeville. This woman is just ridiculous, and she keeps perpetuating the same lies all the time and not being stopped. I think it's time that she stops this nonsense.
You know what I think? What could be an ideal solution to that problem? I'll find out who that caller is. I really don't know yet. But
I know the caller.
Right, but don't call name, right? And
no.
What I'll do, I'll just invite both of you all. Let's trash it out, right?
No problem, Innocent.
Yeah, that's
no problem. But the revolution, it was more good than bad.
Yeah.
And I don't know why she keeps perpetuating the same nonsense over and over and over.
Okay. All right.
Long live the memory of Morris Bishop.
Okay.
Have a good day.
You too. Have a good one, bro. Good. All right, folks, this is where we've got to pull the program down, all right? We've got to pull the program down this morning because it's just about the time for us to join the BBC. Thank you very much for your participation and, keeping me company. It's always a pleasure, and if the good Lord spare our lives, we'll do it together again tomorrow. Same time, same place, same frequencies and channels. I love you. Bye-bye.